What's going on, everybody, and welcome to my next installment of my installation videos here on my channel. It's where I walk you through every mod that I do to my R6 here, and today we're going to be installing a steel braided brake line made by Spiegler here for my R6. So first of all, I'm going to walk you through all the stuff you're going to need to get this job done if you have an R6, or this is pretty much going to be the same for any of the bikes out there, or at least any of the sport bikes that I know of. So first of all, obviously, you're going to need your brake line by Spiegler, or any brake line that you went with. So I'm going to open it up, show you what I got with it, and then we'll go for the next step. So here's the brake line. It's red with the red fittings. So that's this brake line. And then here are all the hardware that comes with it. Red banjo bolts, cross washers, tool to adjust if needed. And that's pretty much all you get with the kit. So you'll need that. You will need a speed bleeder bag. You will need some brake fluid, some kind of syringe or a turkey baster to get your old fluid out of your reservoir. Obviously something to put it in. You're going to need a 4mm Allen key. You're going to need a 6mm Allen key. I have a 14mm wrench, and I have a 8mm wrench. And then I just have some gloves, and I have some paper towel to pick up any old brake fluid that might seep onto my stuff here. You don't want to leave that laying around. It will corrode your paint and whatnot. So stay tuned, guys, and then we'll go on to the next step. Okay, the first step I'm going to do is I'm going to take this 4mm Allen key here, and I'm going to take off my rear reservoir so I can get the cap off. Okay, I'll put the bolt to the side, open this mug up. Alright, I'm going to take this cap off. I freaking know how. There we go. Alright, let that drain. There will be some extra brake fluid on that. You don't want that spilling on your paint. And then what I'm going to do is use that syringe I was talking about to completely drain this reservoir. Might take a few times, but you get the picture. You could do it this way. You could do it for turkey baster. They have power bleeder things with what's it called? Air compressor. They have one of those units you can use to pretty much suck out all the fluid that's in there. That looks pretty good. So there's different ways you can get all this fluid out. So after we do that, I'll pause it here, let you guys catch up on this process, and then we'll move to the next step. Okay, guys, I'm back. So hopefully by now you have all your fluid out of your reservoir here. And the next step is going to be is to hook up your bleeder bag to your bleeder screw up here and undo it. And we're going to do a gravity bleed just to get all that fluid out of the line. So it'll start to, so you can see all that fluid that's in the line is coming down by gravity, of course. So we're doing a gravity bleed to get all the extra fluid out of the line. So let that happen for about a couple minutes, and until you see no more fluid coming out, you'll be good to go to the next step. So do that, pause the video if needed, come back, play, and we'll go to the next step. Okay, guys, so I got most of the brake fluid that was in my line here. As you can tell, there was quite a bit in there, so it's going to depend on how much is still in your lines and how much you were able to suck out of your system here. So the next part is going to be taking off your stock line. I have a 6mm Allen key ratchet here, and I'm going to take off this one over here first. All right, flip this around. It's always going to be handy to have some paper towel around, because this might get a little messy. All right, there's that line. And I already loosened this one up because it was a pain to get earlier. Over here. Oh, come on. Oh, brake fluid makes it all slippery. Alright, I'll do it like this. Alright, we got it. So as you can tell, try not to get it all on your freaking bolts and stuff. It'll make it pretty hard to get off, but we got it. Alright. Next thing is going to be to take it off from the attachments based on your bike. So once you unhook those 2 bolts, unhook it from your, I guess your line housing, we'll be ready to install the Spiegler brake lines. So do that for your bike, come on back and we'll continue. Okay guys, so hopefully you were able to remove your OEM brake hose, and now we're going to throw our Spiegler line on there. So we're going to take our line, come over to our bag of stuff, we're going to grab a banjo bolt, 2 cross washers, and we're going to just hand tighten it down to the master cylinder. And the cool thing with Spiegler is, on their lines, they master, they write master cylinder, rear master cylinder, on which end of the line goes to where. So what you're going to do is try to figure out what the best way your line's going to fit, which I have already done. So to put the master cylinder end on, we're going to go banjo bolt, cross washer, over the fitting, and then we're going to take another cross washer, and we're going to put that on the master cylinder end. We're just going to hand tighten that down, because these are aluminum, so you don't got to go crazy. Okay, I'll just hand tighten it for now. And then you're going to come down to the other end. Make sure it lines up nice. No kinks. No kinks. Alright? And it's honestly the same process. Take your banjo bolt, cross washer over the fitting, and then a cross washer, and you pretty much do the same thing down at the caliper. Okay, once again, just double check that I'm not kinking nothing. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna throw them back in my line housing. That's what I'm gonna call them. I don't know what they're really called, but looks pretty good to me. All right, don't want to put that down like that. I might leave that up, I don't know. What do you guys think? Leave it like that or put it down in there? I don't know if that would kink it or not. So leave a comment below on that. So I think I might just leave it like that. It looks pretty dope to me. So we're going to take our 14mm wrench here, and we are going to tighten these down. Remember, you don't have to go crazy because these are aluminum. So keep that in mind. You don't strip your shit. Almost time, guys, up here. The snow is just starting to melt. Alright, so my line is on. Let me just double check it, or like triple check it. Alright, so there's the line. Let me know what you guys think about putting this down like this. I don't think it will be an issue, but just let me know. So I might just leave it like that though. I like it like that. But stay tuned to the next step. I'll let you guys catch up, and then we'll start talking about how to put the fluid back into your system and bleeding the brakes. Okay guys, so hopefully you were able to get your new brake line on, and we're going to move to our next step. I'm going to take my bleeder bag, and we're going to throw it on the bleeder hose up here. Okay. And now we're going to throw some of our brake fluid back into our reservoir up here. Okay. And now we're going to bleed the system. You can start up with a gravity bleed. Let me grab my wrench. It's 8mm. Start off with gravity bleed. This is a short circuit, so shouldn't take that much time. Alright, so we'll just let that bleed out for a second and come back and we'll show you how to bleed the brakes some more. Okay guys, so hopefully you got a gravity bleed done, and we're going to go ahead and do the bleeding process here. So what you're going to do is you're going to open the hole, the bleeder screw, press down on your lever, close the bleeder screw, and then release the brake pedal. And you're just going to keep doing that until you have solid fluid, no air bubbles, in your bleeder bag. Now it's very crucial that you don't release the brake pedal while your bleeder screw is open, because you're going to just introduce a bunch of air in your system, and you're going to have to keep doing it until you get all that air out. So go ahead and do that. I'll do a couple examples for you. So open the screw, press and hold, close the screw, release that. Open the lever, press and hold, close, open it up. And as you can see, I'm already starting to get some fluid. So open, press and hold, close, up. Open, press, close, up. Open, press, close, up. As you can see, we're already starting to get some line fluid in our line here, but as you can tell, we still got some air in our system. So we're going to go open, press, close, up. Alright, keep checking your line, keep checking your reservoir here, because if it gets too low, you're going to be screwed. So we're going to go open, press, close, up. Open, press, close, up. And it looks like we just got a few air bubbles, but that's going to be alright, because you are going to get some from this nipple here. So I'm going to just top my thing off just a little bit more. Do it once or twice, and I think we'll be good. Alright. So this time we're going to open, press, close, up. Alright, we're still getting a little bit. So open, press, close, up. Open, press, close, up. Make sure you're getting a real firm lever here. Pump it up a few times. Open, press, close, up. I'll do it one more time. Open, press, close, up. And those little bubbles were alright. That's just from the nipple here. So I'm going to do it one more time just for the hell of it. Let me top it off. Alright. Because you do want a firm pedal here. open. Alright, so that really completes our process here, guys. Now all I'm going to do is remove the bleeder screw, and then all that brake fluid will go down into your bleeder bag. So that's done. We can now put our stuff back on our reservoir. Alright, I'm going to put that back on. I'm going to put the cap back on. And I'm just below the upper. So that's right where we need to be. I'm going to take my screw and move some shit around. Find my hex key or Allen key, whatever the hell you want to call it. Throw that back on there. Screw her down. And we're good to go. And my only tip would be take your time. Watch your fluid level when you're bleeding the brakes. Make sure you don't run out of brake fluid because you'll introduce a bunch of air. And that's really it. Only other thing maybe is come back in a little bit and see where your level's at in your reservoir here, and you can top it up a little bit if you need to. So I want to thank you guys for watching this installation video. I hope it helped. Subscribe if you would like. Stay tuned. I got a couple more stuff I'm going to be doing to my R6 here in the next couple weeks to get ready for the 15 riding season here. So till next time, I'll see you guys later.